So we're looking at the hand wheel for the table feed off the KOLE. We're removing the debris off of it. There's something wrong with the transmission. We're going to pull it apart, take a look, re-lubricate it, get it all cleaned up, get it back on the machine. We already know we're going to have to fix this pinion gear. And we'll carry on from there. So we took the hand wheel off. If you take a close look, you can see there's some brass inside of here. It looks like they had tried to perform some sort of repair. So we'll think about what we need to do to get this cleaned back up and put back together. Whatever they did has since broken. It was like this when we got it. It's very interesting though. As you can. Alright, so we're about to open this guy up. I'm going to put a witness mark on the two mating surfaces. Just a witness mark so it'll keep the alignment together. It has two pins on either side, 3 flathead screws. I'm going to take this out. There's nothing coming out of there, so I'm just going to keep that in this hole for now. I can get it back in there. Okay. The screws out just a little bit. I want to see if it's how hard it is to come off. Okay, good. So you can see the slight separation. There we go. The inner workings. It's a little dry. Interesting. So it looks like this piece comes. There's an O-ring. Go ahead and remove this gear again. You can see the raised edges on that gear again, where it should be relatively flat, but the wear has just cupped it like almost like a bowl. This key lines up with one of those 4 square cuts and allows direct drive. And then when this is pulled out, it comes off of this and then should go through the reduction transmission. More than likely, it just needs to be lubricated, cleaned up just a little bit inside, and will probably be just fine. And of course, cleaning this gear up and turning it around so that we get good contact on the rack. Before I try to drag this off of this shaft, I need to deburr this hole enough that I am not causing a new score mark on the inside of that bore. We've removed enough of the burrs that the gear slid off, but I have just set the piece down and used my hand to drop, or at least to start a gap between the two pieces. And as you can see, there's the pin starting to get exposed right there. slowly working this off of there. They had lost the original button pull, so it had a C-clamp around this. And there it is, completely disassembled. We'll get this cleaned up and we'll start putting it back together. We decided to use the surface grinder to square the gear up. It's not quite flat on the other side, so it will move. That's why I've got the blocker pieces in place. That worked nice, and you can clearly see how deformed those teeth are. We did that to minimize the amount of burrs on the edges inside of there. We'll hit that with a file really quick. That'll work. Okay, we're going to start putting this back together, hopefully in the way we took it apart, which was this piece slipped over this, and this piece, which captures on this spacer here to drive, and then when it's retracted, it shouldn't go onto it. So that's been reassembled. Get a little oil on the bearing. There we go. Let's take a look at this mechanism again. So if I'm rotating this right now in its current position, I'm getting 1-to-1 drive on the output pinion. Then if I pull or push the shaft forward, now as I rotate, I'm having to turn much faster to get an output on the shaft, which is how this is supposed to work. So this is a fine feed. Here you can see it coming around very slowly on the end there with the keyway. Nice. I'm just going to bring it close and let the gasket fall onto the other pin. There. As I slowly bring this other piece down. That's interesting. Okay. Alright, let's get this thing wiped up and back in the machine. These parts are kind of hard to get to once we get everything back together. Put a little bit of our lube on here. All right. Here we go. And that's the slow connection.